Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland, off here to a 1v1 on Faymonville Approach. In the northwest it is Oziligath fighting for Deutschland here with the 16th Panzer Division. Straight to our Panzer Grenadier opening in the southeast, we have Sir John Harrington himself fighting for freedom, democracy and liberty. Setting out here with the 3rd Infantry Division, Faymonville Special Operations, rifle start, noting no weasels. That's certainly a bit unusual there. Most US players when they go for special operations will typically go for fast weasels, so a bit interesting there. Back meanwhile there for Oziligath, as always, big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast. And a big hearty thanks to keep commenting and liking my videos, subscribe immensely with the YouTube algorithm. Second last one here for John Harrington, so absolutely no weasels out of him. He is very much deprived of the weasels. Meanwhile, Panzer Pioneer, they're pushing northwards. Panzer Grenadiers delegating, they're positioning southwards instead here. Scouts probing in. And Rifleman setting out there for Sir John Harrington, more also towards the north, no centre. Seems a bit of hesitation there as well. Back rushing for the southern field point. So overall, not too much. If we get a fast 250 RPF to the Oziligath, a lot of light vehicles, also typically common at the DAK, since that's obviously tend to be one of their strengths. It's just that access to potent, though of course not super durable, light vehicles in the early game, which can make them quite a pain in the posterior to deal with. So, Oziligath been looking to play to one of the strengths there of the DAK, which makes sense. Centrewards, it looks like we might see the first shots fired here. There go Panzergrenadiers by the Rifle Squad. Third squad there for Sir John Harrington. So fighting there. Engagement-wise, I mean, it's going to go up the centre victory point, obviously, but he's in light covers, you're in heavy cover. Maybe a bit of light cover as well. They kind of sound a bit difficult to tell. There go 250 half-track. Light support coming in for Oziligath here. Rifle squad, they definitely need to fall back here because with that much firepower being deployed against them, the chances of surviving drop rapidly by the moment. In the south here, Scouts as the bike. Not looking too great for the Scouts there either. Overall, Sir John Harrington's relegation looking a bit rough, and he's going for the Mechanized support center there. So John Harrington is always looking to buck the meta trends here. We'll have to see how he deals with that early 250 half-track, as that can definitely be a problem, even though can be damaged by rifle fire. They can still be quite potent in the right hands. We also got Italian Infantry out here for Oziligath, so of course means Guastatori, the L640s, as a sort of potential threats. Is that, of course, this might further cause necessitate this John Harrington really consider some anti-tank weapons soon, as like at least some anti-tank grenades. Or, you know, he could be in trouble. There go. Grenade package on the way. Assault Grenadiers for Oziligath, the Sturm Grenadiere. Technically, they were a sort of official unit known as the Sturm Grenadiers of the 78th Sturm Grenadier Division, though that was a not quite MP40 heavy division, rather it was sort of like an experimental infantry division that served on the Eastern Front, that apparently once reconstituted as a full-scale division. It actually sent to Italy as a fun side note, but they were basically an infantry division in many respects equipped like a Panzer Grenadier division, except of course, you know, half-tracks, but they had a lot of heavy mortars, more light machine guns than average for an infantry division, and such other things. So, little fun fact. The MP40s, sort of in larger numbers, were more of a, you know, situation decision, more ad hoc element of the German army, if you will. Weapon support, since this John Harrington's going to go for half-tech, simply looks for that Mechanized center there, I think. And there you go, Assault Grenadiers charging him with the 250 half-tech. Bullets flying all over the place, then including the general direction, popping out here to increase damage. And there you go, we see Sir John Harrington just withdraws up north, fight for the fuel there. Is conquered and won by the Americans. Assault Grenadiers keep pushing forwards here. Of course, now he's got the grenades ready. Fire support elements there. Slip there. Big boom on the half-track. Engine blown up. And of course, the driver just looks to get the half-track out there before it blows up. Assault Grenadiers closing in here. Oziligath is on the offensive. So John Harrington, meanwhile, is just hoping to get some fuel so he can get out those half-tracks. So there you go, fixing up the 250 half-track. The lighter Schützenpanzerwagen. North here rather than grabbing the points, and Scouts as well there. Victory points wise, we got a small lead for Oziligath, so John Harrington. 30 cals first. I mean, will help against the 250 half to as well, the bike and the infantry, obviously. But at the same time, he's also just clearly short on fuel for that for any of the half tracks. M16 anti-aircraft tactic, though, would be my bet here, just for its ability to like just deal with the infantry and the light vehicles. Very efficient. We'll have to, of course. It is Sir John Harrington after all. A man who absolutely does whatever the hell he wants. It's hard to say there. We got defensive operations for Oziligath, so he's not going straight for the Guasatori or the L640s. Interesting choice here. Oziligath, oh, nice young grenade, but there you go. Pushes ahead here. Don't need to withdraw that drive squad here. Nope. And does not need that. 250 after the soldiers in fort, backed up the Panzer Pioneer. 30 cal out there for Oziligath. And there you go, rifle court here, low on health. But quickly pops up. The assault grenadiers as can't easily get the half-tech snared up. He'll at least, yeah, go push it in first. Nice move there, I think, by Oziligath here. And Sir John Harrington sees the entire combat force of infantry collapsing before a torrent of German lead. 30 cal meanwhile, base in the south. There you go, M16 anti-aircraft half-tech, no cancels it. Goes for the anti-tank half-tech. Interesting choice here from Sir John Harrington. Definitely not what most players would go for here by a long shot, but obviously it's going to be helpful as the enemy are the light vehicles and medium armor. But obviously it's going to get a bit tougher to like do a lot against the infantry. But that is not a bad choice, but it's definitely an atypical choice here, which means it's one he's more likely to commit, I suppose. Bike flanking the 30 cal by the southern munitions. Got the anti-tank half-tag almost done. Straight for that fuel point. Flak feeling on the way there. After that, he's going to, try and snare up again. Engine blown out. Flak feeling almost done. Heavy finding the soldiers there going at it with tactical assault here. Drive need to withdraw. Got the anti-tank half-tag out at the same time as the flak feeling hits here. So this match is already getting quite half-tracked. Ha ha ha. Rushing ports for that one, which I believe is a bit of a later model of the anti-tank half-tech. Early ones actually mounted the M1 anti-tank gun. Would actually been one of the very first tank destroyers in the US Army. The very first one actually just being an anti-tank gun mounted on the back of a Jeep. Fun fact there. It would only be later, you know, that stuff like the M10, for example, arrived as a tank destroyer. So, little fun fact there. Quick fix up his anti-tank half-track. Even more fun fact is that once it started getting the M10, they and the British, which also received the anti-tank half-tracks by the way, would ship off all of their anti-tank half-tracks to the Soviets, who would use them until the very end of the war. And to make that even more fun, some of them would actually end up in the hands of the Germans. But there you go, another assault group pulled in here by Oziligath, so it's going heavy on the MP40s. True believer in the power of the Sturm. Northeast German forces routing the Americans. We see here that Sir John Harrington is definitely having a bit of a hard time getting a bit of traction here versus his opponent. Got the SSF commandos lined up as a potential thing there. You also have healing there. Finally going up. They need to get his men closer there. Some of them are not getting reinforced or healed up properly. So right now, though, we see Oziligath establishing more control of the field here, despite an initial bit of success there by Sir John Harrington not much earlier. So we got the anti-tank half-tech just hanging back here.
A fuel point is being taken from us.
And we got BARs on the way for Sir John Harrington. Mines exploding right from there, taking losses. Flak feeling moving in, ready to unleash hell there. Northeast soldiers closing in there. Go great shot from the anti-tank half-track straight for the side on the 250. Right from the center route with heavy casualties. BAR's almost done here. And the scout paid the ultimate price there. Cut down by German forces. The soldiers machine gun rushing straight for the building here. Definitely a tactically bad move here by Sir John Harrington, as you can see the grenades. With that said, what we see is a bit interesting here by Oziligath. I'm just going to briefly pause to explain what was going on here, because this might confuse some. Basically, what happens is if you chuck a grenade at the building, of course, you know, someone notices it, you're going to, of course, try and dodge it in most cases, particularly if it's a grenade assault, since that can actually wipe a machine gun. So, what Oziligath actually did, he anticipated his opponent would move up the machine gun and serve through all the grenades here, and Sir John Harrington either didn't care, wasn't paying attention, or expected that in return, so he didn't withdraw the machine gun, meaning most of the grenades kind of sort of went off the mark then. So, that's sort of where you got sort of these little mind games going on there. Highlight again, you got sort of expectations of what your opponent's going to do, and how you can then, an opponent can maybe try and subvert those expectations to catch the opponent off guard. definitely more of a feature of higher ranked player there. There you go. Flak in the south in trouble. Could rush in the anti-tank half to finish off here. This would be big there for Sir John Harrington. Yes, he doesn't even need that. The flak filling does go down here, riddled with bullets. Because ultimately that is not heavily armoured. Panzer Army Commander though for Oziligath. He's rushing for the armour. Getting the pack ready up course to counter the anti-tank half track. Let's see what Sir John Harrington's doing next though. Bike here also in trouble. Victory points wise though. Oziligath still maintains a good lead here over Sir John Harrington. After being fixed up. Grabbing the centre of the rifleman. Bike pushing northwards here, rushing in. Rushing backwards, I guess. Panzer Army Commando halfway done here. We got pack houses now as an option for Sir John Harrington as well. Certainly a very good map for them. Exceptionally good map for them, in fact. And there you go, pack 38 out here for Oziligath and the 16th Panzer Division. 30 covers the assault grenadiers. Could go for the SSF Commandos now. Could go for, yeah, there we go. SSF Commanders. A mixed American-Canadian Commander unit, fun fact. The SSF standing for Special Service Force, if I remember correctly. Or maybe misremembering. Almost got the bite there, and down it goes. Another blow to Oziligath. After they're providing until support here, and we got the anti-tank half today's moving from the south here. Riflemen in deep trouble here, need to withdraw before they get absolutely turned into mush. And there you go, anti-tank half to reaching Veterans 1 as he scores a great here in the 250. Might get it out here, and down it goes. Pack 38 scores the sort of hit, but not enough. Meanwhile, SSF Commanders being forced with the Johnsons out. Johnson, of course, being a light machine gun designed by Melvin Johnson, who would also design the Johnson semi-automatic rifle, which was sort of a competitor to the M1 Garand, but basically arrived too late to the competition to like really be a serious contender. Johnson LMG, though, did win through. Uses primarily with, well, special operations units like the Commandos. As a weapon, it was very similar to the FG-42. As a fun side note. Right here, they're about to go out with the assault grenadiers here. Bit of a slippy potential for Sir John Harrington, but no, looks like Bobby there makes it out. Rather than push back, and there you go, got those commandos letting loose. For democracy. And of course, an option also raised the artillery here for Oziligath. But I imagine at this point, though, he's setting up for that Panzer III, the Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung L. Commanders moving forwards.
Our fuel point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Bring up the anti-tank half track. Of course, have to see what his long-term goal is, but that said, he's definitely struggling with taking up due to just very effective fuel harassment here by Oziligath, which is also why Oziligath is close again on the Panzer III, and Sir John Harrington's nowhere to close to Sherman. In fact, the only thing he's close to is probably another anti-tank half track at this rate. But there you go, bit of a slip by Oziligath. Caught here by the Commandos, launching a bit of raid here.
Support company structure is taking enemy fire.
Further finding up north here. Yeah, as White Phosphorus grenade here, Willie Pete could be cleared out the pack 30, and there you go, Panzer III for Oziligath.
Command points are available for use.
Charging a Panzer Squad, the MD-34, got the Veterans vulnerability popped here. Commanders in trouble with the soldiers popping their tactical assault. It is a brutal battle here for dominance between the two sides. Grenade, artillery strike active from their tank half track here. In the end, the SSF Commandos are forced away. Action is quite intense here. Back at his base, we got another SSF Commander squad here. Bold, very bold. You definitely don't see players commit that heavily nowadays. Certainly not without the infantry support center for cheaper reinforcements. So there's an exceedingly bold tactical move here and strategic move by Sir John Harrington. Certainly quite interesting though, but definitely not what I think most players would go for. So that's two squads on the mount here. Meanwhile, Panzer III there, fine on the field, striking an American forces of the 3rd Infantry Division, letting loose with its 50mm gun and its coaxial machine gun and whole machine gun. Large squad caught here. We got the anti-tank half up, I think, trying to support here. Yep, scores a hit then the Panzer III. Commanders moving up to assist the withdrawing riflemen. Push back those goddamn crowds, and now we can see there once more Sir John Harrington with a healthy influx of elite infantry is clawing back control of the map here, and Oziligath is in fact now a bit on the defensive. He's bringing up the lightest infantry shots I've seen. Interesting choice there, and might actually cause then Sir John Harrington to go for the pack howitzer call in.
company has sustained damage.
So this could go in a lot of directions now. Infantry then engaging commander squad. Veterans 1 might see bazookas out popped out here. Plastering the infantry with heavy bazooka fire.
The enemy have
Oh! Telemine down there taking out John Harrington's anti-tank half-track. 2 thumbs up.
We must act.
Completely forgotten, of course, he can do that here with the defensive operations. Of course, this does also tell to John Harrington that Oziligath has gone for it. That's a really good mine there. We got anti-tank rockets, well, improved M9 bazooka rockets, which also applies to the commandos' bazookas, so their bazookas also get better with that upgrade, from my understanding. So, little fun fact there. And then obviously has also been, in a sense, a bit of a side, buff there then to the commandos by extension of that upgrade made available. Whizbangs there, buildable, so he's clearly not relying on calling them in. He does want to build the tank depot then. Also got the P-47 anti-infantry loader there lined up. Yeah, losing the anti-tank half-tank definitely hurt here to John Harrington's prospect of controlling the field as effectively now against the Panzer III. So we'll have to see what he does next. Quick smoke grenade here, not a bad toss at all. And there you go, Lexus infantry engaging riflemen in the south. Assault is closing in, but they pop Texas assault at a bit of a bad distance here, so they take up more damage without dealing enough. Ooh, snare off then the 250 half-tech Panther engaged. Got the bazookas being 14 again. Caught on a bad spot here by commandos with improved bazookas. See there? Panther 3 down. Big win there for Sir John Harrington and the men on the 3rd Infantry Division. That was a really painful blow there. And more than compensates for loss of the anti-tank half-track. So things are getting very heated up here. Commandos have actually 2 at that as well, but they're taking a lot of damage. I think he'd be very well off withdrawing. And Oziligath's response to all this is to bring in his own elites, the Italian Guassatori, which were Italian assault engineers which were trained to very high standards, unlike most of the average Italian infantry. Fun fact. Equipped with the M38 Beretta here. Expect Oziligath to equip the flamethrowers once he gets the munitions. And we got here, there's every supply operation here for Sir John Harrington. Different fuel he wants it, but also an anti-tank and a machine gun. So there's a lot of value there. Rather than getting hammered here by German artillery. And there is a quick withdrawal there. Commanders pushing northwards here. Both squads. And there you go. Guassatori on the move here. But we got that 30 cal ready to hold them. He can pop a smoke grenade here. He could rush down the assault grenades to clear out the 30 cal there, though. I'd probably recommend both. But yeah, we can see there. It's John Harrington reading here Oziligath's moves. Charging the rifleman to snare up here. Smoke popped here, though. That means he's actually researched smoke for his armor. But there you go. Not enough here. Soldiers being hit here. Still not within the smoke range here. Guassatori from the other side here. So John Harrington in a really bad pick. Now we get assault troops from all sides here. And yeah, I think here Sir John Harrington's making the right move. He's ultimately realizing this battle is going absolutely pear-shaped. And just doesn't enough forces to win this engagement. No, he's going for finish here on the 250 half-tech. Up north, though, SSF commandos have breached the German lines entirely, in part because the German lines just are pretty much imaginary up there, it appears. Tank depot for John Harrington. So no more half-techs for him, at least here now. And there you go. We get the air resupply operation. So I mean an anti-tank gun, another machine gun, plus some fuel, and he's definitely running a bit out of units here by now, having lost a rifle squad. Of course, still has a good amount of commandos. Propaganda war, and we got an MG-34 there ready to support Oziligath's beleaguered frontline Truppen. In the center there, American machine crew was quickly rebuffed. Germans were having none of that. And there you go, Panzer Pioneer very swiftly vacating the premises as they get caught by the commandos. Northern Fuel has fallen to the forces of democracy, liberty, corporate interests. And there you go, soldiers going straight forward here. Could pop the Veterans 1 ability and the knife throw here. I don't know if it's going to do that, but that could be like the thing here. Nope. Ends up just withdrawing. figuring that not be worth his time, I suppose. So John Harrington, moments away there from the tank depot being finished. You could then go for tank pretty fast. 105 or regular Sherman. As for Oziligath, we're not seeing much there in terms of armor. The additional panels. These, of course, part of that is just due to, I think, excellent fuel harassment here by the Americans. But there's also the question who's actually going to go for the armored reserves. There we go, veterans with 3 assault grenadiers. Howitzers is an option for Oziligath. Could be an option to consider, obviously. I don't know if he's going to go for it. Most DAK players typically don't bother with a howitzer. Part because, at least for 1-1, in most cases, the light infantry gun is going to do the job at a much better cost-efficient level, since most of the maps are not going to, like, you know, be as big as really require the howitzer. Particular Faymonville, it's like, you know, you can just park it outside your own base and cover most of the map. Bit of coverage there behind the direct Panzer IV, and there you go, whiz-bang here for John Harrington. Also going to be helpful as the infantry and support weapons, but may fall a bit short against, say, enemy tanks. Which, of course, currently, Oziligath has got none of. Another light infantry gun out here for Oziligath. More light artillery being hauled up. Again, no howitzer to see, just the lightest infantry schutz. Also light indicating armored reserves is probably not his priority. Otherwise, I don't think he's gone for it there. That's 2 light infantry guns. That's going to make things a fair bit more comfortable here. Also, John Harrington can silence them. Of course, the whiz-bang could very well be the tool for doing exactly just that. There we go, whiz-bang out.
We have lost control of a victory point.
Calliope's less cool cousin. Basically featuring larger but fewer rockets, basically. Major difference there.
The enemy holds our victory point. Launch a counter-attack at once.
There you go, hitting the machine gun troops nearby. I'll take careful here. Commanders bringing up. Small win here for John Harrington. The blue requires he actually get the machine gun either destroyed or seized for the forces of democracy. Whiz-bang withdrawing for now.
Our enemy has the upper hand. We have 300 points.
Of course, a little fun fact about the Calliope is they actually had a version that just mounted on the truck, effectively just the Americans' own Katyusha. That was actually known as the xylophone. Because, yeah. But that was actually a thing as well. Sounds like got throwing, catching the third kill in a really bad spot, and staying also really awkwardly positioned there by Sir John Harrington. Clearly trying to do a lot here, but is struggling, I think, to keep full check of it. Doesn't help him, though, of course, the Oziligath at this point does a fairly heavy assault force. I mean, Guassatori plus 2 assault grenadier squads. It's a fairly large amount of assault infantry to deal with. Ammon's been pushed forward, so there you go. Lloyd here out of Sir John Harrington now. Unleashing the power of the US Air Force in German lines. There you go, catching the machine gun and the ambulance here. Send a victory point falling to America once more. So John Harrington has overtaken the Oziligath in terms of victory points. Rather than getting plastered with heavy fire from the lightest infantry like a Schütze. Hellcat there out of Sir John Harrington, clearly concerned about enemy armor, of course, so far Oziligath hasn't gone for more. And this could prove to be a bit of a mistake and by Sir John Harrington, as it could arguably just encourage Oziligath to maybe be a bit more careful about going for armor. In this sense, a Sherman might make more sense, particularly since with Mechanized, it could upgrade to the 76th with Sherman. Which could be a pretty good, like, compromise in a sense here for him. Southside here, Commandos fighting off the Guassatori. We got 245, 293. Ooh, unit wipe there. Let's fact he's down just 1 rifle squad. So John Harrington now is actually down to run infantry compared to Oziligath, who has, well, plenty. They're getting a bit dicey there. Commanders, I think, need to withdraw here, though they do have the ace level. True champions of democracy and liberty. They rip through the gem here. The assault guns almost getting wiped out, in fact.
The victory point is being taken from us.
Hellcat has arrived, but is certainly lacking targets to shoot at. Well, targets to shoot at it can actually hit, but isn't the ambulance all the way back in the German base.
Victory point lost.
A grenade here. That's what she great to grab the BAR, and there we go. At the same time, double lines can hit there, rips with the rifle as well. Managing him down, she got improvised armor there for Sir John Harrington. Fighting for the centre remains pretty heavy here. We got a triple cap from Sir John Harrington, the Oziligath now, 205 as 293. South side of Squad control for that anti-tank gun here, and there's a good chance of getting wiped here now. John Harrington, they're definitely extending it. Whiz-bang base in the centre here. Most of the rockets have completely failed to hit the target. Plus in the south there, anti-tank seized by the assault grenadiers. Good haul there by the Oziligath. Definitely making things tough here for John Harrington. Of course, at the same time, mostly because, well, he's got more stuff to get countered by than Oziligath at the moment. So for Oziligath, getting more anti-tank counters to the, whiz-bang and theoretically also the Hellcat is pretty solid. Again, this is where Sherman just would have been a de facto better choice because it can deal with infantry much, much better than the Hellcat. Up north, the machine a bit forgotten here by Sir John Harrington. Oziligath Panzer Pioneer there, bearing down upon them, and there we go, crew wiped out. Centre continues to be a absolute arena of death and destruction here. Lloyd's in the south here causing problems, and the Hellcat is just wondering when are the German tanks going to arrive. Or the ambulance, anyways. It's starting to get tough here for Sir John Harrington. Running out of support weapons, running out of units. He's starting to encounter more significant issues here versus Oziligath. And tactically, strategically, I do think there needs to be a reconsideration to some degree of what he's currently doing. Because the current approach is definitely not helping out too much.
Put an end to this fight. Tiger heavy tanks will be made available.
There we go. Armed reserves here for Oziligath. Finally pushing for something a bit heavier here. Well, also just armoured in the first place. Whiz-bang being fixed up here. Almost got the Pack Frederick crew wiped here. Soldiers moving in and they're aced again. Yeah. No other choice here but to retreat. He could have stuck around obviously, but that would have just resulted in a wipe. They're guaranteed. Armoured reserves halfway done in the south. Anti-tank and spotted. Wipe. Again, 30 cal setting up here. Soldiers keep charging forward here. No smoke grenades. They're going to get suppressed here. Set up there. Oh, smoke is down, but they're still suppressed. The 30 cal could suppress, or reposition to continue suppression. We also got the ace commanders there. Center remains, again, that arena of death and destruction. Whiz-bang barrage joining in, clearing out the anti-tank gun there. Small win there for Sir John Harrington. What's the short things of United States? Commanders in trouble, 30 cal in trouble here with the line for guns and the packs. All going at it. 30 cal being assailed by the Guastatoria with the Lancia Fiamma. Commanders here nearly avoiding getting destroyed. Anti-tank in trouble. 30 cal is definitely going to get wiped here. 105 round for Sir John Harrington. He's definitely struggling a bit here. Things appear to be developing at a pace he's just not anticipating. Like, this Hellcat is just, for now at least, not doing what he wanted it to do, which is kill Germans. Definitely feels like he just misread the situation or made the wrong assumption, either way resulting in him basically having a tank destroyer but with no tanks to destroy.
Attack has been silenced at the front.
And when Faymonville Sherman is almost done, this is definitely going to be big there for Sir John Harrington, much more helpful. But he really needs to find a way to silence these because they're really proven to be one of the biggest headaches right now for Sir John Harrington, without a doubt. So they need to be silenced. They need to be silenced soon. Because the current rate of losses here for Sir John Harrington, I think, makes it very difficult to maintain his force or even build a map with these two artillery pieces just constantly, squashing his infantry like they're insects. Never mind all the assault troops they're supporting. Commanders, they're lined in the center, but they are, of course, still taking heavy fire there from the line for guns. Machine gun teams being moved up. White Fuss is going to give it. Oh, whiz-bang barrage on the artillery this time around. Catching their packs as well here.
Anti-tank crew lost.
That's definitely an improvement, I think, tactically there by Sir John Harrington. Doesn't fix all of his issues, but I think starts to highlight here for Oziligath that his artillery isn't quite as safe as he'd like it to be. We'll have to see what is next. We got, of course, the commandos busy healing, reinforcing. Up north here, Panzer Peony sees a northern victory point. We got 115 to 284. So John Harrington has a very strong lead on Oziligath now, but obviously in other respects, he is having some issues.
That was close! Too close!
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Whiz-bang at Veterans U1. And there you go, Ravswood just getting plastered here with fire by those line fling guns. In the south, the Guasatroy being met with a lot of American support weapons, and apparently just John Harrington not paying attention until it's way too late. And here we got Oziligath, of course, with the clearly superior choice, the double Stu Colin. 2 thumbs up.
Enemy forces are dwindling. 250 points remain.
The double Stu 3G Colin. I was actually anticipating the Tiger Tank. That's what most players would go for here. It certainly would also be very strong. But a pair of Stu 3Gs will handle, of course, quite a foot as well then. Certainly nothing to scoff at either. That'll be interesting to see how Sir John Harrington handles. We got here the rearm and retrofit ability. Upgrade.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Fortunately up north, commanders dodging that, rifle hitting a mine. Got mining there by Oziligath.
The victory point is being taken from us.
Sturmgeschütz on them over there. Dashing ahead. No machine guns in the way there. Minos, I'd say there, but also crucially no infantry to work with. Definitely making it a bit risky for them to send in southwards there.
All batteries strong.
But of course, he does have smoke on them.
Under enemy control.
British artillery, quick pushing off. Commands there. Got Stuke's been bombarded here, but every shot failing to hit. There is definitely very good luck there for Oziligath and Deutschland. Meanwhile, Hellcat has been battled by the 2 Stukes, and the Stukes do not miss. Soldiers going for the commandos up north here. Fresh fighting ensues. Commanders being pushed back here. Artillery fire further undermining here to John Harrington's ability to project firepower. And there you go. Commander south receiving support here. Using the whiz-bang barrage to actually just keep the soldiers marching forward and actually force them to retreat into it. Almost as a chance, I think, to get a wipe, but it does ultimately slip through his fingers.
200 points.
Now to John Harrington is down to less than 200 points. Guasatroy and the Stukes rushing in here. Swift counterattack here by Oziligath and the 16th Panzer Division. Artillery fire raining down here as the German assault column moves towards the commandos are being roasted. The Stukes are charging, but they are being held back here by the anti-tank and the 105 Sherman. Guasatroy, though, apparently they did not notice that. Keep pushing forwards. Hellcat going up, engaging the Stukes. First shot goes through, but the Stukes return the favour here. Commandos versus Guasatroy. Both sides still unhealthy. Still, so John Harrington remains on the defensive. He remains confined here by Oziligath, who's just leveraging his resources and his so-far advantage over Oziligath in terms of map control. So thumbs up to that.
We've done what we can.
Duke fixed up. Got those commands coming from the northern Panzer Grenadiers held up here behind heavy cover. Machine guns firing away. Sounds like Panzer Pioneer there trying to lay down mines, but they're distracted with the Americans. Here, 5 nixing and into the Stuke, and there you go, whispering barrage again. And rockets flying through the air, right from the risking a hit by friendly fire there. 105 Sherman coming to assist here. We got 115 to 141. I do feel like Sir John Harrington may want to try and shift northwards, at least try and set from another angle, because currently he's making it easy, I think, for Oziligath to, counter him, in particular with the Stukes, since you can catch the Stukes out of position, of course, they're much weaker and then attack them head on. Sherman running forward here, anti-tank, and then Hellcat support there, go flanking the lead Stuke there. There we go, anti-tank shot bounces off the Stug. The Stug G was roughly 80mm of somewhat sloped armor. Very far there. Stug in trouble, Hellcat keeps going in. Pack falling trouble, got smoked down though. Up north here, a bit of lighter pressure from John Harrington wiping out the Panzer Grenadiers squad under Oziligath, commanding just the Guastator, the Assault Grenadiers, the Assault Grenadiers, and Panzer Pioneers. Hellcat down though. Fighting is intense as always here. Losses escalating. There's still Oziligath does have a larger force here than Sir John Harrington still.
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
German getting flanked here. Stug setting up some great shots there. I think there's a good chance of losing that, honestly. And there you go, rushing in the Sherman. The Whizbang specifically. Hun and Fum Sherman laid out there. Need to get the Sherman out there. Sorry about that. Sherman out there. Got the Stug though. Oh dear. I do apologize. Up north though, commandos, increasingly the only fighting forces John Harrington has in the field left. Forced to fend off the increasingly large number of aggressive Germans. Regular Sherman now on the way for John Harrington and the forces of democracy and liberty. He's down to 69 points here. Match has really turned sour on him here, to be honest.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
The Stug's definitely proved to be his undoing. Most part anyways. Down to just one. Stug hasn't upgraded with machine gun. I would strongly recommend you to get the machine guns for Stugs. They really do add some damage with his infantry. South side anti-tank was the Assault Grenadiers. Commandos on the move. And there you go, Assault goes with the BAR. We got the commandos, then we got the Whizbang joining in. Home to get lucky there instead, he wastes an entire barrage. Which at this point is definitely not something I think Sir John Harrington could easily afford, because the cooldown is still notably significant. So, got the Sherman out here for John Harrington. The M4A1 hasn't upgraded with the 76mm gun there.
Right where you asked.
We got Oziligath and more mines here.
Proximity alarm near our munitions point.
Thumbs up, noting the path he's mounting here to make it hard for the opponents to like sneak up on him. Very good. Up north here, 30 calibers, double line for guns, but he's immediately getting hammered by them.
Panzer here, standing by.
Stug pack here going for the rear of the Sherman. Escort call in the center. Commandos in trouble here, 30 cal up north here, wiped out. To John Harrington's odds are just getting worse by the moment here. It feels like it's sort of like just a slow sort of, well, avalanche of mistakes at this point. It's just causing him to make more mistakes, further just undermining his chances of winning this game at this point. Ergo Sherman knocked out, got itself stuck in a bit of a tough spot to maneuver out of once it gets engaged with the German assault guns and anti-tank guns, further complicating the situation. Not just the commandos, the anti-tank and the Whizbang. Almost everything else now is gone. Counterfort here for Oziligath, having called that in, putting up to a total of 3 Assault Grenadiers. Really tough spot into me now here for the Americans. Whizbanging in here, going for the Assault Grenadiers. Almost had them wiped there, and another Sherman 7 here for Sir John Harrington and the forces of democracy and liberty. Machine beam crew for the USF Commandos. Really some intense pressure on his opponent.
Confirmed. We have 100 points remaining.
German halfway on the move. Commandos, he does the machine gun. Not a great spot to be in, of course. Still the artillery piece. Those 2 line for guns have really just been a huge asset here for Oziligath. Oh, SSF Commander score wide. That is a massive loss. Honestly, at this stage, not as massive because his position is already pretty rough. I'd say difficult to recover from. Anyways, but there you go. Up north, the soldiers of the SSF Commanders charging and the anti-being run down. Panda 4 moving forwards. Sherman moving up. And there you go, flanking the Sherman at point blank range. Stug moving in, dashing ahead for Deutschland, mines exploding. Right as the Germans have finished laying them down, much to their annoyance. Anything in trouble, they cleared out. Whiz bang. Getting home to get lucky, but the whiz bang just... well, it's definitely had some good barrages. I feel like there's a lot of cases where he just like, you know, fires it off and it just doesn't do much for him.
Men rejoice.
So there going into it's a win for Oziligath, a win for Deutschland and the Deutsches Afrika Korps, and a loss for John Arrington. I think he definitely had his moments, but again, I think at the wrong time got too stuck up in the south here. The Hellcat was also, I think, a mistake there. Just ended up doing nothing for quite a while when it should have just done him better. Honestly, I think, you know, a Weasel with a pack-outs, like, just to counter the line of guns before this would, like, really start to snowball hard, I think also helped, because those line of guns really, I think, did some heavy lifting there for Oziligath. So we can find it. Maybe confirm that. Yeah, they did it fairly well there, and certainly alongside the assault grenadiers, you know, the major contributors. But again, the assault grenadiers really did some heavy lifting as well. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial Machine. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for the next episode. Bye, everyone.